Hi guys, I'm ArchieLuxury and today I'm doing an advertisement for one of my great fans here. I want to promote KK Design, which is a San Diego based interior designer who specializes in full service residential and boutique style commercial spaces from start to finish. New sofa, new kitchen, new house, or you just need some ideas or a second set of eyes, no problem. Work can be done via Skype, FaceTime, email, text, phone calls, or in person, depending on the size of the project. Restrooms and Rolex! Longays and living rooms, Pateks and pantries. She does it all. Is your house ready for your new timepiece? Follow her on Instagram at KATEK_INSPO. That's on Instagram at KateK_INSPO. Reach her and check out her work at www.katek.design. Kate K all the way. Kate K all the way. Kate K all the way. Thank you very much. Please check her brilliant design out. Hey guys, it's Archibald the Chesterfield III, AC3, just drinking coffee, talking watches. No sugar. Guys, I want to talk to you about my transition from Rolex to Patek Philippe. That's correct, guys. Why did I do it? Why, Arch? Why did you do it, Archie? Why? Why would you do that? And the answer is, my friend, I've always loved Pateks. I have always loved Patek Philippe. I think Patek Philippe wristwatches are some of the finest mechanical watches of our time. That's right. I think they are the finest representation of horology. Now, I gotta tell you, man, I had a very difficult transition. I ain't made of fucking money. I'm not made of money. I'm not made of money. So I've had to very carefully transition from Rolex to Patek. And, you know, I gotta be honest with you there. I've got a bit of a mythology to the collecting bug. Why have I gone a certain way? Well, I'd like to explain it to you there. So, you know, with my collection itself, I'm very much somebody who, I like the bigger Pateks. Bigger. So I kind of think, you know, this kind of started in the mid to late 90s. And the oldest piece in my collection is my 5035. That's the annual calendar, the first annual calendar commercially released. 5035. It's a very cool piece. It's the first annual calendar. Doesn't have a moon phase. The first incarnation. It means a lot to me. Then I look at my collection and said, you know, the next significant amazing piece was the world time, and I'm very fortunate to have a 5110, which to me is just one of the most beautiful pieces of horology that could be out there. A world time, they mastered it. They just nailed it. The 5110 nailed it. And then, you know, the big thing with wristwatches for me was in the modern era itself there, I got a 5107, the 5107, which that was a very significant Patek for me to have there. It was my first no compromise. Now, I long sold that 5107, but I replaced it with the 5107's successor, the 5127, which is basically the same watch except it has the rounder bezel. Then I very much wanted the modern, so the modern itself there became the 5296, which is it's just a cool modern Patek Philippe. The 5296, automatic with date, just a classic piece itself there. And I gotta tell you honestly, it's a dream deal. It's just a dream piece. That was the 4-piece, and then, you know, when I owned all of those, I really wanted a mechanical Patek to go with that dream, and that's where I've got the 5196, the 5196. So that's how I've moved. Now, I've had to sell off my Rolex. Which, you know, I understand that can be a bit of a painful decision to make. It's always hard to sell the Rolex. It's always hard to sell the Rolex off. It's a, you know, but when you're getting Pateks, it's okay. I understand why I've done it, and I miss the crown. I miss it. I do miss it a lot. I do miss the Rolex, but you know, I've got some magnificent Pateks. The Pateks give me more joy. I like to fondle my Patek Philippe's. I like to fondle the Pateks. It's you cannot keep. I'm getting into the later phase of my life. I'm 47. Okay, 47 is still very young, but you know, I think the Pateks, it's the time for the Pateks. It's the time for the Patek Philippe's. That's what it is. It's the time. So I'm kind of moved into the Pateks, and I get a lot of joy out of the Pateks. I really do. They make me happy and cheery, and that's the thing. So transitioning, it hasn't been, you know, I look at pictures of my Rolexes, and it's hard. It is very, very difficult to admit that I had beautiful pieces I've sold to get these Patek Philippe's, but when you look at it, it's put my collection into a new league. It's into a different league there, and I love them. I love the Patek Philippe's. I really get a lot of sustenance just knowing I've got a few multiple Pateks. I mean, it's fucking hard, believe you me. It was a hard call to do there. It's not for everyone, okay? It's not for everyone to just do it that way. But I'm eccentric and crazy enough to try and pull that off. So that's kind of the reasoning behind it. And I gotta be completely honest with you there. Am I nuts? Of course I'm fucking insane. I am certifiably insane. It takes a, you know, a lot of people get a Patek in life. They may get a Patek, but they don't sell off everything to get multiple Pateks. The sickness and the disease there, it's quite a fascinating thing. So in many ways there, I've gone into it because the Pateks have always been special. I remember when I got my first Patek in 2001, I got a 3919 Calatrava manual wind, yellow gold. I got it from Shawnee at European Watch Gallery in Melbourne, and I was just hooked. It's just the class of it, the box, even though it was only the little coffin box, it was just amazing. The whole Patek experience changed my life, and even though I had to sell it due to personal reasons, I always strove to come back to Patek. And I think with Rolex, I've always loved Rolex, and I do love Rolex to this day. I do not hate Rolex, but Patek is a grade above. There is no question about it. It is significantly better than Rolex. It is better than Rolex. I'm sorry, this is the truth. Horological speaking, it's just a higher grade watch. And for me, it's been an interesting toil. It's been an interesting journey there. I've really gone into the Pateks. I've gone crazy. Pateks and pussy, that's the two big motivators in my life. I love the growl out. I love Patek, and I love pussy. You know, that's the big important things in my life. And I make these videos here. I make no apologies to all the pompous Patek fuckers. PH, not with an F. You know, fuckers. I love the growl out, and I can own multiple Pateks and talk about growling the bitches out. You know, that is part of the Patek legacy of joy. And I've got to tell you, man, I get a huge amount of enjoyment hoarding and possessing the Pateks. Hoarding and possessing the Pateks. And to me, that's the most important thing. It's knowing that some other fucking cunt in this world can't have one because I've taken 5 out of circulation. That gives me the biggest joy. And the pussies come, growl out them bitches, you know, it's just how it is there. So, guys, that's my Patek story. I'm Paul Pluta. Like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends, and don't be afraid to put some really nasty negative comments down below. Patek and pussy, you fuckers!
Do you mind if I stay for a while? All snuggle up in each other's arm. Do you mind if I stay by your side? Just looking at you all the time goes by.
David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. Who does ArchieLuxury recommend is the greatest grey market dealer in America? There's only one choice, David S.W. That's right, guys. I've got to tell you the honest truth. I have for a long time been looking for the perfect answer. Who do I recommend people go to see? Who do I recommend that people can go and buy watches? And I've got to be honest with you, the greatest pre-owned dealer for Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet is David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. DavidSW.com. That's right, guys. I have been looking for a contact who I can very nicely refer people to. I am not in the selling business. Customer service, I'm too old to sell watches. I'm too old. I like to recommend my viewers to a reliable source. In Australia, I've got some great sources. There's Sydney Watch Exchange with Cove, Ronnie at Vintage Watch Co, Shani at European Watch Gallery. And in America, who is the best source for pre-owned Rolex, for all the hot models? There's only one person I would recommend, David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. That is the premier source for pre-owned Rolex. I gotta be completely frank and honest with you. Guys, if you are looking for a hot Rolex model, there is only one place you can go to, David SW, David SW, David SW. Let's be honest, guys, there's no point schmoozing the dealers, the ADs. They're just a waste of time. Unless you're going to buy 20 pieces, you are wasting your time. What you're better off to do is pay the market premium and go to a good pre-owned dealer. Who do I recommend? David SW, David SW, David SW. That's correct, guys. I want to tell you this now. I 100% stand behind David SW. David SW, the greatest pre-owned dealer in the entire United States of America. That's right, the greatest pre-owned dealer for Rolex, for Patek Philippe, for Audemars Piguet, David SW. He even does things like FP Journe. David SW, David SW, David SW. That's right. If you want to buy a pre-owned Rolex, a Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, there's only one good source I would recommend. David SW, David SW, David SW. I'm Paul Pluta, the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III, and I'm proud to recommend David SW. See you later. Thank you for watching this channel. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury and the Paul Pluta channel. Today, guys, I want to introduce a new company. This is Fame City Property Solutions. That's correct. They're located in Northeast Ohio. And Fame City Property Solutions replaces non-efficient lights with energy-saving LED lighting. Now, I got to tell you, the guys at Fame City, they will install energy-saving LED lights at office buildings, commercial warehouses, home improvement stores, grocery stores, schools, parking lots, and other residential homes. Customers of Fame City Property Solutions can save hundreds and even thousands of dollars on their electricity bills. Now, you can email these guys at famecitypropertysolutions@gmail.com. That's all one word there. famecitypropertysolutions@gmail.com. Fame City Property Solutions, specializing in LED installations. Come on, guys, help this business out. Fame City Property Solutions in Northeast Ohio. Come on, guys, get on board here now with efficient, energy-saving LED lighting. Fame City Property Solutions.
can't say anything real nice. It's better not to talk at all, is my advice.